Hello, my name is Jade Wall. That's my full name. I like to be called Jade. My birthday is August 26, 1995, and I was born in San Antonio, Texas. I am currently in a relationship, but I am not married. I have two brothers, one sister, and one child, a 3-year-old. I currently live in Corpus Christi, Texas, and the population is a little bit over 325,000 people. I have lived here for practically my whole life, except 2 years I lived in South Dakota. I moved there with an ex-boyfriend, and he had a job there, so we had to move there. I currently really like the beach here. I don't go as often as I'd like, only because I'm so busy, but I do like to get out there as much as I can so that I can tan. And I didn't mean to rhyme, but I did. I have lived in South Dakota, like I mentioned prior to that. I lived in Viborg, South Dakota, which is just a super little small town there with about like maybe 600 people. So it's really, really tiny. I am currently employed at Driscoll Children's Hospital in the emergency room. So I am an emergency room tech. I basically do everything the nurses don't, basically. So I can take blood, I can take vitals, help with procedures, get beds, rooms ready, and stuff like that. I have only ever worked in healthcare. I was a CNA for about a little over a year, and then after that I was a health unit assistant in the NICU in South Dakota at Sanford Hospital, which that was fun. I love watching little babies, they're so cute. I have not done much volunteer work in my life. It's always been kind of like volunteer work that I don't realize I'm volunteering until I do it. Like I helped clean up lakes in South Dakota like before summer started, and so that was always really fun, and I met good people doing that. I have never served in the military, but thank you if you have, because that is seriously so amazing. My dad was in the military for a really long time, so he's retired military, and I'm thankful for that. I attended high school at Carroll High School for the first 2 years, and then spent the last 2 years at King High School, and I graduated from King. I'm attending college for the job security of being a nurse, and I would like to provide a good role model for my son, which he's 3, so I want to show him that college can give you a career, and a career can ultimately mean living a pretty easy life, maybe, if things work out, of course. This is my second year at Del Mar. I started in the fall of 2017, so I took off the summer so that I could work and spend time with my son, which was nice and necessary, felt needed. I've always been in healthcare, and so being a nurse was always kind of like second nature. I knew that that's what I was going to end up doing and end up being, so it's always been a decision that's already been made for me personally. My favorite college course would have to be English, because I love to write. I like to write poetry, read poetry, and I like to read music and write music as well, but I haven't done it since I was younger, so I don't know how good I am at it anymore. In high school, I played volleyball and softball, but I wasn't really good at either of those things, only because I wasn't very coordinated. I would always try to hit the ball and miss it, or I would run in the wrong direction. So sports were always really difficult for me, but I tried, and the softball team, I actually ended up just becoming the manager because I was so horrible at it. So that happened. One thing that I was good at though, and that I did excel in, was theater arts and choir. I love to sing and I love to act, and I feel like I'm pretty good at both. I would like to consider myself a triple threat. Not really, but I do like to say that sometimes. I got interested in those activities rather quickly. My best friend Emily and I started this little band in high school, a little cringy band that we didn't sound very good, but it was okay. So we both decided to try out for Beauty and the Beast, the musical. I ended up getting the main part of Belle, and that was like so fun and so exhilarating. That was nerve-wracking, but it was such a good memory, and I'm super happy that I did it. After that, I got better at speaking and kind of being more open in public, but I still do have nervousness when it comes to recording myself. Like right now, I feel very nervous. I have pets. I have 2 dogs. I have a dog named Sugar and a dog named Orca, and they are both pit bulls. They're very loving and very cute and very cuddly, and Orca is very clumsy, and so I love him. He's just hilarious. I don't unfortunately belong to any campus community organizations. I don't have much time. I'm a full-time parent, a full-time worker, and a full-time schooler. So I try to do things that I don't get to do when I'm not busy, like write music or play my guitar. So those are things that I try to do. So no, unfortunately, I'm not part of any cool campus organizations. Maybe at some point, but not right now. 3 things that I value the most would happen to be integrity, honesty, and family. So I think that those are very important to have just in life in general. I think that you need to have family members in your life. There's been so many studies done that people can be very sad and very depressed if they don't have a lot of supporting family members. I try to be as supportive as I can to my friends and my family, and I want them to be the same with me. Yeah, so if you ever need anything, don't reach out if you need anything. I don't know if that's weird. I was grown up Catholic, but I have since decided that I don't want to be religious as much as I just want to have a relationship with my God. And so I'm not going to go too into detail with that, but that's pretty much how I stand on religious views. I don't feel like I have a political orientation. I'm not educated enough on the topic to vote, and so I don't. But because I don't vote, I try not to have much of an opinion, because it's kind of like, what's the word am I looking for? Like contradicting, like to complain about who got voted but didn't vote. So I kind of stay out of that also. Topics that make me feel uncomfortable would happen to be the 2 that I just mentioned, which are religious, like religion, and politics. Those are 2 things that I try not to have conversations in, because I don't know what I'm talking about, I feel. I have my religious beliefs, which I do understand what I'm saying, and I do understand my views, but I unfortunately do not understand politics at all. And a lot of my friends are very, very into politics, and so maybe I'll have them teach me a little. I really hope to gain from this class just to be able to speak and not feel nervous and not get tongue-tied. And so I'm going for nursing, and in nursing there are different like parts that you can do. There's like management nursing, and then there's also like educational nursing, and then there's like hands-on nursing. And so I don't know where I want to go yet, but if I do decide to do management or educational, I'm gonna need to have extremely good speech skills, and I feel like I do right now have good speech skills, but I'm always open to learn. I don't think that a person can learn too much. I think that we have an unlimited amount of room to learn, and so I'm excited to see what I gain from this class. I hope to be able to record myself speaking and not feel like horrible or really, really embarrassed. My ultimate career goal, I really, really, really want to be a travel nurse. I've always wanted to be a travel nurse, only because I'm so intrigued by other people's cultures that I would like to travel and learn more. I want a broad experience with other people so that I can talk about it and like learn from it. Everybody lives differently, and I want to learn like how other people live so that I can appreciate things and learn to see things differently than other people do. So I really want that experience as a travel nurse. One of my short-term goals is to finish this semester. I really have had a hard time. Last semester, just with work and school, it was really, really hard to kind of balance that out. So I'm hoping to finish this semester strong. And a long-term goal would just to be finish school in general. I really, really want my degree, and I want it so bad. So one of my long-term goals is to really put in the work it takes in order to get it. And as far as that, I just really want to be a good mom, and I want to be a good friend, and I want to be a good family member. I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and I am so thankful that we're able to even do something like this, because this is going to help us get to know each other even more. Maybe I'll see one of you guys out in public, so don't be scared to come be like, hey, I saw your video and you were cool and you seem cool, because I also think that you also seem cool, and I'm super awkward, and I'm sorry about that, but this is my first video, and this class is going to make me have better videos. So thank you for taking the time to hear me out. We'll see you later.